overlay is right now you can see it, right? So go 1, 2. I got 2 dots on them. Let's reapply the dots. And you see my magic, it doesn't budge. Right? It's just trash. And that's why I ran the really low region, so you'd be able to notice it. You'd be able to notice like a huge difference in my region. So with 3 dots on, it just doesn't proc. It's just shitty. Race for Necro Nord. What's the name of the hybrid build on the website? It's called Enfuego. That one is called. There's 2 of them. There's the Juggernaut, which is the heavy armored version, and then there's Enfuego, which is the medium armored version. So if you play Enfuego and you have a hard time sustaining, if you have a hard time staying alive, because that build is designed for burst, right? Why Nord specifically, if you don't mind me asking? Because Nord typically has a, especially for Magicka Necromancer, it has a very little mobility, and it's forced into stand your ground. So the extra region, the extra physical and spell resistance come into handy. Plus, when you take damage, you gain extra ultimate, which Necromancer ultimates are very expensive. It gives you extra stamina for CC breaking, blocking, and roll dodging, as well as extra HP, which you're going to need on a stand your ground build. It works really good whether you're both whether you're magic or stamina. Alright, we'll drop another one on him. All that shit should be able to proc combustion. And I know you can't see them because the overlay is blocking, but I don't notice it at all. I don't notice the difference at all. People who are like, yeah, you're gonna get 500 a second. I'm like, no, you're not. Our orcs for stamina necromancer, you can play any race. It's just not worth really going orc unless you're running like medium armored, because you're not going to notice the difference. You're not going to notice the difference in the damage, but you will notice the difference in your how tanky you are. Yeah, it sucks. It's 14k over 14 seconds, so it's like in PvP. In PvP, engulfing is going to be like 500 damage per second before mitigation. It's 500 damage per second, and that's fully buffed. That's fully buffed with burning spell weave, and you know you only have a 66% uptime on spell weave. So for the most part, what you're going to be sitting at. For the most part, what you're going to be sitting at is that. Right? You're going to be like 3,400 for the most part. And you got a 12.5k, which means it's like not even, almost not even worth casting. The worst part is Embers, is that the heal is reduced and you heal off of Embers, right? Because you heal off of the Embers damage. That's the problem. So now your healing is kind of fucked. Because it's dealing less damage because they nerfed it. And they increase the duration, so it's less per tick, which means you got to turtle longer. Yeah, my stamina necromancer is a Nord. I recommend, whether you're playing Magicka or stamina, I recommend going Nord. Whether you're playing stamina necromancer or Magicka necromancer, I recommend going Nord. The other thing too is that on live, actually I want to see what my whip is, because on live, searing heat was affecting whip. So yeah, it's nerfed. So yeah, it's 1750 cost on live. Let me see what it is on PTS. Let me see what it is on live. Let's take a look at my DK build. Yeah, so it's nerfed. Yeah. So Whip got nerfed. Whip got about Whip is taking a 10% nerf because on live, Searing Heat was affecting all of the abilities in the Ardent Flame tree, all of the damage abilities in the Ardent Flame tree, and so it was affecting Whip. So Whip got a 10% bonus. So fully buffed up. You can see fully buffed right here. This is my no CP build. Fully buffed up. I'm almost 8100 on live. Right, almost 8100 on live with a 9500 power lash, and fully buffed here. I didn't get the proc. Yeah, 9. Wow, that's a fucking huge nerf, man. 7100. That is a huge ass nerf. That's a huge nerf. So even Whip got nerfed by 10%. Right? So yeah, 74-54. So Magic DK got nerfed. They got nerfed in for everything. Everything got nerfed, right? Embers got nerfed. Engulfing got nerfed. And Whip got nerfed. And I think they increased the cost, right? 34.25. Let me see what is it here. Wow, that is a huge fucking nerf, man. Wow. It's like not even worth playing Magicka anymore. It's literally not even worth playing Magicka anymore. Because of the cost, right? The cost, and this is in light armor, right? This is in light armor. I literally mimicked my build on PTS, right? I'm running the exact same build. I'm running the exact same build that I run on live right now on PTS with 2 cost reductions. And look at the cost of Shattering Rocks on PTS. And look at the cost right now on live. Right? That's a 1400 Magicka increase in the cost of Shattering Rocks. Embers is 850 on live right now. Embers on PTS is 2400. Right? Engulfing on PTS is 2900. Engulfing on live is 2k. Hey man, have a good one, Connor. Take care. So it's not even worth playing Magicka next patch. Because they completely got gutted. Right? In terms of the cost. They took a 1400 increase here. They took a 1000. They took a 1400. No, excuse me. They took a 1600 increase into Burning Embers, and Burning Embers got nerfed. 17. How much is it on live? So for some reason, there's a cost increase here of 50 Magicka. 36.79. For some reason, it feels like a 4% difference in coag. But the biggest one is Shattering. Shattering is like almost double the cost. This is more than double the cost. This is almost double the cost. Engulfing is almost double the cost because it went from 2k to 2900, so it took like a 50% increase and it got nerfed. How is Magden for next patch? Magden is strong. I wouldn't imagine it would be weak because they buffed it. They buffed Magden because Northern Storm used to give you 8% while slotted, and now it gives you 15% when you use it. It gives you 15% Magicka when you use Northern Storm, so it gives you like almost double the amount of max Magicka, and it gives it to you for 20 seconds. On top of what I said, right? Running Arctic Blast. Arctic Blast will give you the heal, and it'll give you the stun. Right, because they lost the stun on permafrost, so you retain the stun at your disposal now, and you get a heal, and it stuns you, and it gives you a heal over time, and it gives you an additional 500, physical and spell resistance, right? But Magicka took huge nerfs. It took a nerf in cost and damage, so they got almost all of their abilities are like 50 to double the amount, and they deal less damage, which makes absolutely no sense. So Magicka is like in a pretty shitty spot. Will you see Magicka is killing people? Yes. Does that mean that Magicka is competitive compared to other classes? No. The change to combustion did nothing to offset all of the increased costs and abilities. Absolutely nothing. Right, because it costs so much. 2,400, and it got nerfed, which means your healing also got nerfed as well, right? And since Power Lash got nerfed because combustion, because Searing Heat was affecting Power Lash, that also affects the heal, because the heal is based off of the damage, right? So now the healing from Power Lash got nerfed, the healing from Embers got nerfed, and on top of that, you take an additional like 50% across the board to all of your abilities.